Welcome back to another lesson. I'm going to show you how to do 2-5-1s, and we're going to do it in the key of C, and we're going to do it in the key of F. You can apply it to any kind of key, but I'm going to show you two types of fingerings. So you have A voicing and you have B voicing. So for A voicings, you have the fingering, which is, I hope I said that right, 3, 5, 7, 9. So the A voicing is 3, 5, 7, 9.
Okay, just wanted to pause for a quick second and reiterate what I said. So when you have the A voicings, the voicings for A are 3, 5, 7, 9. And for the B voicings, it's 7, 9, 3, 5. So I'm just going to explain that a little bit more as we move throughout the clip. But just to make it very clear for you, those are the exact voicings.
And then I'm going to show you how to do a little bit of an improv on a Bossa Nova rhythm. Basically setting up the notes in the bass and playing kind of like simple melodies. And basically we're in the key of C, so you don't really have to do too much. You can add in some different licks. You can add in some different scales from each chord that you use. But ultimately, like if you play on a C major scale, it's gonna sound fine. So going back to C, we're gonna start on D. Then your hands are gonna move. So that C now moves to a B, and then you resolve. Okay? Okay, this is where you can kind of add in the do-dat rhythm, where you have a do-dat, do-dat, and then here's more of like a Bossa Nova rhythm where you could do it. And then you can add in a chromatic approach tone. So a chromatic approach tone from the D. If that makes sense. So now it would sound like. We're going to go to the key of F. Okay, so now you're going to do 3, 5, 7, 9. 3, 5, 7, 9. So in the key of G. G, D, F, A. Okay, so these fingerings, especially for the A voicings, they take a little bit of time, but they're pretty easy. Once you get the hang of them. And the same thing you could do. And then in your left hand, you could do a chromatic approach tone. So. Okay? And that's pretty much it for the 2-5-1s in that voicing. There is another voicing, and this is the B voicing. So we'll go back to the key of C, and I'll show you. So a B voicing is 7, 9, 3, 5. So you have the 7th of D. So now I'm going to take the 7th of D, which is C. I'm going to take the 9, which is the E, the 3, which is F, and the 5, which is A. So anytime you have this voicing, there's always going to be a crunch in between. The 7, the 9, and the 3. So the 9 and the 3 are always a semitone away from each other. If you can try to remember that, the 9 and the 3 are always a semitone away. And then your thumb is going to resolve down because now you're in the key of G. So the formula is 7, 9, 3, 5. Then this 9 turns into a 7. And this 3 turns into a 5, if that makes sense. And then if you want to resolve to the 6, it would be the A here. Okay, I'll try to do it up here so it makes more sense. Okay, so you can follow that, and then basically you can do that in any key too. So if I wanted to do the G, I could do the 7. 7, 9, 3, 5. So the 7 of G is F, the 3 is A, the 7 The 7 is G, the 9 is A, the 3 is B flat, and the 5 is D. And the same idea, it resolves. Okay? And you can do your do-da, 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 do-da. Actually. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how you can improvise over a track. This is a Bossa Nova track, and I'll show you how you can get the rhythm going and how you can kind of keep everything flowing. So just remember, in this Bossa Nova track that I gave you, your bass notes is a D, a G, a C, an A, and an E, and then you're back to the D. So 1, 2. Just thinking 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Okay, so once you kind of get that bass going, everything else becomes easy, because if we're basically in the key of C major, all you have to do is play a C major scale, right? You can use other scales too. You could use that D major scale. You could use that. You could use that A major scale. Or E major scale. You could use that A major scale, and you can use your G major scale. Okay, let's go. Start off easy. You might want to start on whole notes or quarter notes to start. More spice into. And keep it light. Trying to keep it really light. Don't rush it. Like, it's a very smooth kind of rhythm. It doesn't have to be like super. It doesn't have to be like super aggressive. Like, you can take it really light. You don't even have to do all. I like to do those nice chromatic approach tones because they sound a little bit more spicy. So if we take the last round. It's a really great rhythm to exercise. There's a lot in there for you. You really don't have, like, you have parameters, but you can really explore what you can do with Bossa Nova. It's a lot of fun to play. And yeah, just have fun exploring it and really try to expand your knowledge, especially with chromatic approach tones and those scales. Like, definitely practice your scales and those bass notes, having a very strong bass line, even though it's for the bass eventually, but developing as a pianist is a very, very great skill. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next lesson video. Bye.